like and subscribe. You've just seen dinner happen. Please help make more dinners happen by supporting the show. Feed me, Seymour. Feed me all night long. What? Yes, that's what this show does. This is since I committed to this a couple years ago, my commitment is making this real. Otherwise, no roof, no internet, no lights, no nothing. So if you can help, please do. And if you can't, don't fret it. Just thank the people that do when it happens. Also, subscribe. If you don't have money to contribute to the show, consider either just give a thumbs up every show or subscribe to the channel on whatever or all versions of everything. Just check those boxes. It's great. Hassan Abi eats during his streams. I know, and that's why I hate it. It's one of the reasons. So there you go. Thank you so much. And let's jump over, if I may. There's so much to cover, and I won't have time for all of it. But this is I thought he was on Real America's Voice, and I was like, oh shit, maybe he's not going to be there physically, and he's not. I mean, the first time people are going to see him physically since the search will be at this rally where he'll just bitch about stuff, and he'll still be pushing Oz and Mastriano, which is going to make a bunch of his maggot supporters all mad because they don't like Oz. It's going to be hilarious. But I thought he was going to be on the show, or at least calling in directly. Nope. Watch this.
Avenue.
Pre-rally special. Barf.
Not only in the morning for this show, we're also going to be taking over primetime Friday night.
It couldn't get anybody else to work. Everybody's passing on covering it. Weird how that works out.
7 p.m. Eastern. We'll be back at the Avenue. We have David Zier and Ben Berquam, a couple of our great correspondents to be on the ground with us.
I always love the pre-rally coverage.
Thank
you,
Carrie.
We'll do a pre-rally special in addition to the morning show tomorrow morning from the Avenue.
Yeah, you guys look really excited. Ladies and gentlemen, I know what you're wondering. What did happen to Nellie Olson? She's on Real America's Voice.
So if you're anywhere near Scranton, Wilkes-Barre, you need to come down, get some food, and check.
Yeah, come on down. It's going to be great. Fuck.
Check us out. And it looks like Donald Trump, the 45th president's on the line. Let's go there live.
Yeah, by the way, it looks like he's on the line. He's not on the line. He's calling into a radio show, and you guys are piping this into your studio. This is so fucking weird.
8 years, basically. It's really been an honor, sir, to have you on. Also want to thank Rob Sig of Real America's Voice for carrying this live.
Because if they didn't promise to, you wouldn't come on my show. And by the way, I'll be goddamn, whoever put the soundproof tiles on Wendy's show did them here as well. It's shoddy workmanship. I'm just pissed. Just wrong. And by the way, even though he's on radio, he's wearing his Donald Trump uniform, and that's sweet.
TV network RAV, Mr. President. So I just want to say I really appreciate your being with us today, and so do our viewers. Thank you, sir.
Listeners.
Well, thank you, and thank Rob. That'd be great if you could do that.
Yeah, pass that along. I'm not going to talk to him.
Yeah. You have a great show.
It's great. I've heard a lot of great things. And people are saying, what show should I do?
Come on now, that ain't even bullshit. That's horse shit.
That's amazing. I'm so glad to be doing this. You're so popular. It's a great show. Don't worry about that. It's a courtesy flush.
I don't know if you know, we've done a lot, John, and your show is great.
I don't know if you know we've done a lot, John. I'm excited.
And then you have a big voice.
I am so happy to be here. Oh, Mr. President. My goodness.
And it's an honor to...
No, the honor's all mine. Oh, Mr. President.
With you.
You've never been on my show before, but thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Where was I? I had some questions written down. Rob sent them over. Oh.
Okay, let's get right to the unprecedented Mar-a-Lago FBI raid on your home.
Let's get to the unprecedented theft of top secret documents by a president.
Mr. President, you've asked for a special master to review the FBI's actions.
Have you been able to bait one? Sorry.
And the DOJ is fighting it.
DOJ. The DOJ it's double G, by the way. Yo.
To the point of
it's Snoop, the D-O-double-G.
Leaking a phony narrative to the fake news media, complete with pictures of files and pictures of Newsweek magazine covers. So obviously they're trying to pressure and intimidate Judge Eileen Cannon.
Huh? I think the Newsweek covers thing was supposed to be a joke, and he wrote by like, uh-oh, you're busted with Newsweek stuff. He's reading other people's tweets about, look, they got him. Because the RNC posted that thing, oh, look out, it was a Time magazine cover, he's in trouble.
Through the media. My question is, if the raid was so clean, why are they opposing this special master, sir?
Because they aren't his documents. The special master is there to judge things that might be, attorney-client privilege stuff. Not everybody gets a special master. Why is he fucking special? He's not. That's why. Can you imagine if everyone could ask for a special master about any documents taken from their house? Just 'cause? Sight unseen? It's ridiculous.
It's a little like, why don't they want a voter ID?
No, it isn't. Tell you what, if everybody gets a free special master provided by the federal government as part of their defense, fine. Argue for that. I'm for voter ID as long as it's free and federally available so states can't take them away within 6 weeks of fucking voting.
You think about it, right?
No, it's not anything like that.
It doesn't make any sense. Why don't they want voter ID? They're against that. They're against anything that, frankly, almost anything that turns out good.
They're against anything that turns out good. It's, you know what I mean? It's the great thing is he talks just like you and me. It's his grasp of the, dare I say, genius. Is it too big a word? I'm okay with it.
What they did here is they broke into the house.
No, they didn't. They served a warrant. They walked in. They didn't break into anything.
And they went to an area. That area is my office, I presume.
I don't know. It's my home, but I think they went to my office. I think it's my office. Where's my office? That's how you talk about your home.
And everything's neat. I'm a very neat person.
No.
Everything's clean.
One moment. Trump. Hi. Hello. This is me eating a taco bowl on top of a pack of newspapers like an episode of Hoarders Executive America. And there's a picture of his ex-wife in a bikini underneath the newspaper. He didn't quite pull the newspaper on top of it. Also, here's an unhung picture of him and his now dead wife, I think. And then here's a bunch of blueprints for buildings he's not building. Also, if you'll notice, everything in this area is categorically alphabetized, and it's all there's like a theme of frames and on one side and stuff on the other side, and they are divided wonderfully by this statue, this golf trophy he didn't win, in front of a drawer full of green Sudafed, which is illegal in the United States because it can be used to make meth. Yeah, he's a very neat guy. It's very neat. And it's a yellow envelope of something. It's literally eating on a pile of newspapers. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
Everything's buttoned up, and
everything is buttoned up. Apparently not. It wasn't even locked.
Documents, and they put them all over the floor, and then they deceptively put out that picture. And a lot of people think that when you walk into my office, I have confidential documents.
Hey, fucko, nobody thinks they're after you because you're untidy. They laid those documents out to show what had been concealed in the box of pictures, arguably right next to it. They put an evidence tent that explains the amount of stuff that they were putting in as Exhibit 2A. They put a triangle. Hold on one second. Should we just bring it up? Top secret Docs Mar-a-Lago picture. Blah, blah. Okay, so this we'll open this guy up right here. In this particular instance, this close the thing with the picture of things, and you do it right to do it. Here you go. Control plus. There we go. And then drag this over here. This guy right here. This is not about how messy this fucker is. This stuff was found either in this box or in these cabinets or in a combination of both. This is Exhibit 2A, or this is Evidence Gathering 2A. This is how they coordinated all of it. They spread it out to show the different documents that are there present, so you can see a piece of everyone that you can afford to show. This is the ones that were in folders. These are the things that were outside of folders. This is the secret SEI. And then you see this little T square right here down at the bottom. Hold on one second. See that little guy right there? That lets you know the scale and size, so that these are real documents, that he didn't get them blown up poster size, or somebody didn't take something miniature and make it look fake. Make it look like, it was full size. He's an asshole. This is dumb.
Or whatever it may be, all declassified. But I had confidential documents spread out all over my...
Nobody thinks that. That's fucking dumb. This is a terrible defense. This is a stupid defense. Nobody thinks that. That's not the point. The point is not that you were untidy with top secret documents. It's that you had them at all, fucko.
Floor. And like a slob. Like I'm sitting there reading these documents all day long, or somebody else would be. It's so dishonest.
No, you're dishonest. This is not what that picture shows. That is not the intent of that picture. That is a picture to show the seriousness of the stuff that they found to the judge considering the special master that was involved in their evidentiary collections at Mar-a-Lago.
When you look at it.
No, when you look at it, you know exactly what it is, because all of us have watched true crime. We know what the fuck an evidence tent number is, and we know why they put a T-square on the ground, and we know why stuff found in a box will be spread out, taking a picture as to where and when it was taken. It's even fucking right across the top. There's even a code about the case it's involved in and all the relevant information that related to that picture. Because you have to use this in court too. Believe me, you think anybody thinks that somebody like Donald Trump and his dumbass first year out of law school / ambulance chaser asshole lawyers aren't going to go, Your Honor, I count 17 documents in here, and on this paperwork it says 18. This piece of folded over paper does not qualify, Your Honor. It was stapled to this other one. We want that counted as one document, and therefore knocking 20 years off the sentence. And therefore, we want the whole contents of 2A thrown out because they lied about it was 17, not 8. You don't think they would do that shit? Of course they took a picture of this. The evidentiary chain on all this stuff is practically necessary. It is, in a practical sense, necessary because of the idiocy of their argument. Ugh.
And so people were concerned because they said, gee, that's a strange scene. You look at the floor and you see documents, right?
No. That's not what anybody's concern is.
They have cover sheets of documents. No, they put them there, John.
Right, we know. They didn't bring them with them, though. They were in boxes, cabinets, in a drawer nearby, apparently, in that one particular area of the office.
And they put them there in a messy fashion. And
no, they didn't. They screwed them out so they could get a picture of all of them in the shot as far away as they could get by standing up and taking a picture there.
Then they took a picture.
Right.
And
that's the first thing he said that's honest.
Released it to the public.
No, they didn't. They released it to the judge, and it's part of the public record. You asked for the special master. If you hadn't asked for the special master, that picture wouldn't have been included with the stuff that went to the judge so they could see it. And the level of law that this entails opens this up. It's been unsealed. He asked to do this in public.
And this is what we're dealing with.
No, this is what we're dealing with.
These people. If you look at the corruption, now you know it better than just about anybody I can think of. I think.
Why? What do you mean? He does this weird, like, he blows smoke up some of the, like, nobody understands this like you do. You understand this better. It's like this weird idiot hypnosis trick he learned in Mein Kampf.
You're the king. But
you're the king. What the fuck are you talking about?
You know it better than anybody, but
why?
You look at what's happened with the FBI over the years, even before me, but you take a look at what's happened, and with us, they spied on my campaign.
No, they didn't.
You take a look at all of this. Can you imagine they spied? Can you imagine if
they spied on Obama?
We spied on Biden's campaign, or if we spied on, I mean, there wasn't much of a campaign. It was.
Yeah, he beat you with almost no campaign. How's that feel?
It was a rigged election. Can you imagine if we spied on Biden?
Well, I mean, definitely it was an imbalanced election. Biden was a strong candidate, and you fucked your campaign into a cocked hat.
Biden's campaign or Obama's campaign, it would be
boring, be weird. People have listened to it and they'd gone, "Oh, yep, dull as I thought."
It would be like nothing's ever. It would be the worst thing you could imagine. But with us, it's supposed to be okay, but it's not okay because we have more than they do. And what's happened, John, what's happened in the last number of years.
Just in the time that with the thing, if I was ever president, I would have done, when the swamp, a drainage of the thing
is incredible.
Okay, that's fucking gibberish. Again. I mean, is somebody there taking his blood pressure?
Think of the things that they've done and the dishonesty. Think about going to the FISA court, which is a big deal, and lying and defrauding and faking documents and everything else. And that's one of the reasons we want a special master.
Because you faked some documents?
But it's a very sad situation going on.
Wait a minute. And by the way, I thought you wanted a special master because the special master will determine which things are privileged according to attorney-client privilege. Do you think that some of the top secret documents you were allowed to take were fake and they baited you into taking them? Do you think the CIA knew full well that you were a national security risk, and when you asked for certain documents before you left and never returned them, they intentionally gave you fake intel, and then they, through the channels they monitor, overheard intel they knew to be fake and you to be the only source of? Starting to get the picture?
And we're going to end up winning. If you really...
So here, it's the purple carnation idea. So what you do is you think somebody on the team is not to be trusted, that they are a double agent or that they're bought or that they're compromised in some way. You don't know who it is in the team, but you think there's a mole. So you go to each member of the team and you tell each of them that there's a guy who's going to walk into a cafe in downtown Moscow and he's going to be wearing a carnation on his thing, but it's not a regular carnation. And each team member on a need-to-know basis is told a different color. And there's a red one and a blue one and a white one and one of them is he'll be wearing a dead carnation. He'll be like all rotted away. And one of them will be purple and one of them will be like rainbow striped. And then you tell it to each one. And then you listen to the chatter channels, and the chatter channels start talking about purple. You know which one of the team members is the mole. It's one of the easiest mole catching tricks there is. It takes a little bit of testing of each individual of your team. It's an act of distrust among a trusting team, but it's worthwhile. The same thing is done with fake intel. If you think there's a leak, and any leaks will get people killed, you intentionally disseminate false information through certain channels. And if any of it actually, and you tell, by the way, the receiver what the proper answer is. When you go to this cafe, wear this color. or don't wear a carnation, you'll be wearing a rose. And you tell the one person you can trust, or you just do direct communications with the person instead of sending it through channels. You directly communicate with them and say, wear a rose. And then if any talk of carnation shows up, if anybody talks about what color it is, that's the leak. That's how it works. I mean, it's a common, they do it with some regularity. It would not surprise me if in the days after he lost, when he started putting his lackeys like Kash Patel and Christopher Miller at the DOD and in the Pentagon, the intelligence community knew, full well that the outgoing couldn't be trusted and the ingoing was concerned about security threats, rightfully, from this fucking dude. And he was starting to ask for documents and they were not coming back. So they started handing him bullshit. That is also a possibility. And that the reason why they scrambled to get this stuff is some of that bullshit started showing up in really scary places. Now, Trump is too stupid to understand this. But the Russians, there's a reason why they teach everybody chess. That's why everything is, they think in terms of 3 moves ahead. Trump is a guy who thinks you win at checkers by tilting the board to one side after gluing your pieces to it.
Really go back to it, John. We were energy independent.
We still are.
We would have had no inflation.
That's not true.
The Ukraine.
By the way, well, maybe it would have been true. The only way we would have had no inflation is if our monetary system completely collapsed or we had no recovery. If there's no recovery, no inflation.
A situation would have never happened. Millions of people are going to end up dying before that's over. Could be Third World War, too, by the way.
Yeah, well, you're hoping, I suppose.
But
no, there won't be, by the way.
Ukraine and Russia would have never happened.
Yeah, it would.
Taiwan would have never happened.
Well, Taiwan didn't happen.
I knew President Xi, President Putin very well. I talked about it. I said, don't do it. Don't even.
Yeah, that was I said, That's the only Chinese I know.
Even think about it.
Don't even think about it. No, I could tell they were thinking about it, and I hit them with a fly swatter.
It would have never happened. All of these horrible things that are happening to us, you look at our economy, our real economy is so bad.
So bad.
It's so bad.
So bad.
And
I mean, it's bad for Republicans.
It's just...
It's okay for Republican voters. It's just bad for Republicans who are running for office on how bad it is.
Hard to believe, to tell you the truth.
Yes, it is very hard to believe.
Because of a rigged election.
All because of a rigged election. If only.
So, I mean, you look at this and you
listen to the echo. Oh,
what they spread out on the floor. Were you actually like packing these boxes and like shipping them in your car to Mar-a-Lago?
Oh, this is the other defense, which is he didn't physically pack these boxes, so somebody else should go to jail. Let's be abundantly clear what John Frederick and Dumb Donald are about to engage in, which is whoever packed these boxes under your direction put top secret documents in there in an attempt to sneak them out of the White House without your permission, apparently. And if they arrive there, then that person, while I suppose Trump was at Bedminster or far away, totally innocent and unaware that these top secret documents were hidden in between picture frames in his office, they were either selling them, copying them, destroying them, or giving tours of them to anyone who would pay. So John Frederick is about to throw people in Trump's White House staff, namely Kash Patel and those assholes, under the bus. This isn't your fault. You didn't pack these boxes. You told them what to get, what to bring, and you obviously were aware these things were there because he moved them in and out. He looked at them several times. They had multiple conversations with the National Archives. He was aware of these things. So it's not like somebody packed them and then you discover them like, holy shit, who packed this shit? Send them back.
Like, how did they get there?
Yeah, how did they get there? I mean, it's silly.
So what you do is you accumulate a lot of stuff over a term, and then all of a sudden you're leaving.
All of a sudden, it catches you off guard. It's January 19th, and you had no idea. Oh, shit. I actually fucking lost. they're going to kick me out of here. This is no longer my home. Oh shit, I don't have a home at all. I've got to go move into one of the offices at my golf course.
And stuff gets packed up and sent.
Right.
All sorts of stuff.
Yeah, just crazy stuff. He just happened to have top secret, just willy-nilly. He had stacks of frames, and in between were folders that said top secret, and they just said, just put that whole pile in one box. We got to get the fuck out of here. And by the way, you lost the election in November. You made multiple attempts, but everybody around you with half a fucking brain was telling you you're Dunsky. After January 6th, even your own party's like, get the fuck out of here. And it's a surprise to you that you're fucking moving? You had 3 fucking months. Even if you blew off 2 of them, you had a month. And his excuse is you move really fast, like he got fucking evicted. When you're evicted, you just throw everything in a box and figure it out later.
Mostly the boxes, pictures and newspapers and
top secret documents and photographs that you have no right to.
Shirts. Gear.
Phones, laptops, hard drives, gear.
And, golf balls and just...
Yeah. Didn't you smuggle most of those out in your colon?
It's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, it's a ton of stuff. You get things build up and you think you have enough closet space, but the office is round and you're like, where do I even put this shit? And you got a storage space, and when's the last time you looked there? And oh my fucking God.
You're there for 4 years. It's a long time.
No, it isn't. Not when you have other properties. The fuck are you talking about? Why didn't you just move shit to your house that you're going to want to keep that isn't part of the national record? Like photographs and shit like that you had taken for your campaign, which you're allowed to keep. Why didn't you just move that shit then? Just to the prop. So while you're there, you can look at it. What the fuck are you talking about? It took you fucking golf balls and shirts accumulated in the Oval Office, and then magically it just happened to be top secret documents were under a pile of golf balls and shirts. Get the fuck out of here.
It's a lot of stuff. And they say
it's a lot of stuff. Yeah. You had 3 months to go through it, asshole, and it's real easy. Okay, pack anything that isn't top secret. Let's start there. Anything that's classified, top secret, or secure compartmentalized information, do not put in the box with the smelly shirts and the golf balls. Please.
Sent down by, I believe it was sent down by GSA, the government. And the other...
Yeah, they transport it. Your people pack it up.
Thing, just to show you about secret, there was no secret. Did you see the pictures? They were standing outside of the White House, literally on the sidewalk, waiting for trucks to come in.
Yeah, asshole, the shit was hidden in boxes, in between things. One of the reasons why this picture stands out is because this stuff was in this box. Theoretically, the idea was when people saw things coming out of the White House, what they would see is a box that included picture frames with magazine covers in them. But in between those things were top secret documents. This is not an excuse. This is not a reason. This is fucking dumb. I don't know why. Again, maggots, explain yourself. Why are you okay with this? They saw the boxes. Some of it said top secret, but people thought it was a joke.
To take it. In other words, it's not like this was some sinister plot. They have pictures of guys standing outside.
Yeah, we knew you were moving out, fucko. The surprise to everyone was that the top secret documents were stuffed inside in and amongst personal effects. Even amongst the National Archives stuff you weren't supposed to fucking take in the first place.
The box is literally outside.
Right, literally, yes. When you move from one building to another building, at some point, this might come as a shock, your items will be outside. But the secret stuff was hidden in boxes that were labeled not secret stuff.
The sun is pouring down, and
the sun is pouring down.
Waiting for a truck, and then they have pictures putting them on the truck. There was nothing secret about it. There didn't have to be anything secret, and all the class.
Yes, there did. There had to be a lot secret about it because the fucking folders said top secret on them. This one said secret, special compartmentalized information. None of these have the declassified stamp across the front of them that they get. The fuck are you talking about? There was something secret. It literally says secret, you dipshit. God damn it. This dude is a moron. Hold on. Where'd my page go? Hold on. Why does this jump up? Quit it. Escape. There we go. There we go. It's green pastures. That's the... He lays me down in green pastures. It's wonderful. All right.
Classified, but when you look at what they've done...
Yes, they came and got their shit back.
And you look at even something like this, when you look at what they're doing to our country.
They look at what they're doing to our country. Getting all of the lead pipes out of the ground. Heading us towards net zero. Reducing inflation, lowering gas prices. Fixing the system that led to us having a baby formula shortage so it never happens again.
It's hard to believe.
Yes, it's hard to believe you're not already in jail.
And the people aren't going to stand for it, John. They're not standing for it.
They're sitting. A lot of them are sitting, actually. They're not standing. They're like, okay.
They're really angry. They're upset.
Oh, they're pissed. They're upset.
They're sad.
They're sad. They're morose. They feel brutalized by the whole thing. Just the whole thing's. Hold on. Find out where. We're all very upset. I don't know how to tell you this. Holy shit. Oh God. Oh. We're all so upset. Oh God. How can this be happening? Why? They had no right to spill shit all over his head. Why? Oh God.
But they're really angry.
I'm so angry, but mostly sad. Oh.
Was this a political hit job?
Oh, it was a political hit job.
Against the leader of our movement who was in.
Yes, it's a big movement. One of the greatest movements. Oh. Ow. Oh. Don't do that in the tub. It floats. It's not good. It's just
in opposition to Biden getting another term. Just lay it out.
Just lay it on him right now.
Well, there's no question about it.
There's some question, sure.
Nothing like this has ever happened.
Well, nobody's ever stolen anything, but never mind. You're right.
And it's reversed. You know, I don't know if you've seen it. I don't know if it's. I don't even like saying it because, frankly, it sounds trivial by comparison.
Does it? I can't take it anymore. Hold on a second. It makes my face hurt to pretend to cry that long.
My poll numbers have gone through the roof.
No, they haven't. I thought first of all, I thought they were already through the roof. Were they in the basement? And then maybe they went through the roof, the ceiling of the basement, which is are you calling the basement ceiling the roof at this point?
Because of it.
Oh yeah, you're killing it. Totally. It's great.
I've never been involved in an event that's driven me up like this. In other words...
Yeah, I wish I'd have stolen top secret documents earlier. I wish I'd have thought of this.
Including very good things.
You like the girl with the lips better? Yeah, I bet you do. You freak. Hold on a second. Where'd she go? Yeah. Sometimes you get very excited. I don't know. Mr. President, tell him the best is yet to the best is yet to the best is
you know, we did.
I thought I'd lost it for a second. I don't know if that was a marble or a hair or what.
You know better than anybody. We did.
He knows better than anybody except me and other people who know just as well. Fabulous!
A lot of great things are energy.
So great. Energy independence. I loved it. Oh, so great. We weren't going anywhere, but man, we had more gas and oil when we weren't using gas and oil than any. Oh.
We had no inflation. We had
none. Matter of fact, markets were crashing.
You know, we did great things.
Great things. They were wonderful. We did great things, mostly home improvements.
We rebuilt our military, created Space Force.
Space Force!
Biggest tax cuts in history.
No, well, not technically.
Biggest regulation cuts in history. With all of that, I've never seen anything like what...
It's the best. It's the best. The theft is yet to come.
This is done to generate a level of approval or popularity for me.
Yeah, the one thing I will say, there's a lot he can do. I mean, Mexicans are rapists, and some of them are good people, and there's good people on both sides of Charlotte and that kind of stuff. I mean, that's wonderful. We love that. Don't get me wrong. But I think nothing stirs a storm in the heart of MAGA more than stealing top secret information and storing it at your country club where you rent rooms out to foreigners and strangers and hold weddings.
It's been, you say I'm leading like by 18 points in Ohio.
Crazy.
I'm leading big in Pennsylvania, but
crazy. It's just, you're doing great. You should declare.
The way and
declare. That's not my name. I'm not declare.
Have a big night in Pennsylvania.
Huge.
On Saturday.
That's gonna be very exciting. I'll be there. Don't forget. I'll be in the back. You know what I'm saying?
Gonna be great. People are already lined up.
They are. I'm in line right now. I just carry a green screen with me everywhere because I don't want people to know. I don't want people to steal my place in line.
I mean, can you believe it?
No, I can't, but I'm trying. I'm trying. I'm trying to believe it. That's my days. I spend my days trying to believe it, Mr. President. I mean, I get a nosebleed when I try too hard, and I am getting a little lightheaded.
But I've never seen anything like this, and
magic.
And it's a horrible thing from the standpoint of what they did. I mean, they raided a house of a president, a former president.
You're still talking about you, right? We're still talking about you? I'm confused. It's a country club. Yeah, he's talking about him. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I've been drinking some of that Wendy juice. I don't know. Sometimes I lose track of myself. And then, I mean, that's fine. But I show it because I want to be real. Okay? I want to be real with you folks.
And setting a whole new standard for what's going to come later.
You bet it does. The best is yet to... The best is... I'm fine. I'm going to be all right.
I would imagine. We're like a third world nation.
I wish. Sweaty men running around and their shirts off and stuff. Don't get me started.
And they did it for political purposes. This is all done for political purposes.
Yeah. They did it just to win the presidency, which is political. I guess technically is true. I guess so.
Nothing to do with anything else.
What about these 87,000 IRS agents that they put an ad in? They're going to hire this phony.
Yeah, it's on LinkedIn. I think I'm on LinkedIn. Of course, my massage therapy and legal business is on there. It's a legal massage therapy business, but I'm also a lawyer. I give advice. While I'm surprised you haven't picked me as an attorney yet, Mr. President.
Bill that was passed has nothing to do, is actually going to increase inflation. And then you put an ad in and say they have to be armed.
Yeah, there's an ad in it. Signing now.
And be prepared to use deadly force. What is your view on that, sir?
It isn't true, but tell us about it.
Well, it's never been a time like this.
No one's ever seen anything like, I haven't seen anything like this. Again, I make those faces too long and it hurts.
They're basically, they say...
Basically...
let's get rid of our police and let's
defund the police and fund the IRS. Basically,
let's go. I mean,
basically,
literally, if you look at the real, the real base of that party,
the basic of the literally base of that party.
It's coming out again, and it's coming out loud and clear. They feel they haven't been heard. They want to actually get rid of police. They don't want to have any police. I don't know if you saw last night, there are groups of people very strong in the party. Mm-hmm. They want to actually get rid of police.
Yeah, big group of people. They were a little upset at Biden saying he wants his new bill, which, by the way, passed, to provide 100,000 new police, and said fund the police. I don't know what the big group is. We'll see.
We can take care.
Oh, maybe he's talking the big group that wants to defund the police. It means like Marge Green and all of them that want to gut the FBI, so they leave him alone.
Of ourselves, okay? This is not going to work out well. This would not work out well. It's not even believable. Look, I happen to think, and you and I have discussed.
Citation needed.
Says, I don't believe they can be a 50-50 party. You know, you say the party.
Hey, man, ain't no 50-50 about it, buddy. Let me tell you a story. It's 60-40 up in here, man. These Dems are eating up votes like fucking Pac-Man, all right? That's what you get when you put up people like Dummit Oz and Master Betano and Herschel what's-her-name.
50-50. Because who wants to defund the police?
Yeah, no, who wants to defund the police? Obviously not Biden voters, because he just gave a speech yesterday about funding the police.
Who wants sanctuary cities, John?
Well, I like them, you know what I mean? Because I'm a big fan of the Hunchback of Notre Dame. It gives guys like me, makes us feel like we got a shot, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Who wants all of the things? Who wants no voter ID? Why don't you want voter ID?
Well, because people can take it away, man. In a bunch of these areas, if you have to use you need an ID to vote, what they can do in some of these areas is they got like traffic laws where they can take your driver's license, hang on to it till you show up at court. So the big thing was they'd start pulling over people of color and poor folks and people who had the wrong bumper sticker, and then they would, ticket them for speeding when they wasn't, or bust a taillight or some shit, and then they would take their driver's license and hang on to it till after the election. So they had ID, but they didn't have it to use because it was being held by the police, and they didn't get some sort of fucking note. And if you needed a photo ID, that paper they gave you that said this person has a driver's license, but they got to show up to court to get their driver's license back because they're going to fight this, and I ain't going to show up. I just pulled them over because I needed to meet quota at the end of the month.
They can't even explain it.
I just did. And I don't even understand it that well. You should see that Sparks feller go off on it.
Even Democrats, I think they voted 88% in favor of voter ID,
Huh? But what the fuck are you talking about then? If the Democrats want it, then what are we talking about? What are we talking about? Dude, what?
Democrats,
Yeah, I understand. I understood you. I mean, saying it twice helps. Because I think we all felt like we took crazy pills just now. I mean, I could go for some crazy pills, man, but lock the trailer door. Don't let me out. Because the last time I took crazy pills and they didn't lock the door, I ended up in a field proposing to a cow that I do not believe was of legal age. And I just want to say that I am ashamed of that, but I was high as a fucking kite, and it was not my responsibility. My friends, I told them to put a padlock on the trailer from the outside so I couldn't get, and they didn't latch it. I was like, what the fuck do you think this is? A storage closet at Mar-a-Lago? Close that fucking lock. They didn't.
Real Democrats, people.
Yeah, real people, not fake Democrats like Republicans that vote in Democratic primaries to try to sway stuff one way. I understand.
They want voter ID.
They do. 88% of them. They just want a federal one. But the only people blocking that are Republicans because they think it's a sign of the end times.
Who would not want voter ID?
Yeah, we get it. Okay, you mentioned that.
A large section of the party because they want to cheat. And when you have policy...
But if it's 88% of Democrats want it, what's a large section of the party? Because not even all the people who don't want it for the same. Never mind. Swear to God, I smell almonds.
He's like no energy independent. We were energy independent.
Still are.
2 years ago. We were going to be energy dominant within 12 months.
You kinky motherfucker. Look, it's one thing. Dominance and submission it adds some excitement after things get a little stale in the sack. But once you put oil involved, somebody could slip and hurt themselves. I just think it's a mistake. Leather and oil do not go well together unless you've got some sort of a guide rail or some sort of support straps in the room. I'm just saying, if you're going to use one of them swings that moves you back and forth or whatever, you're going to need dual kinds of texture, because if it's just smooth leather, you're going to... Look, the last time I tried one of those things, somebody forgot to lock the trailer, and I slid straight out the linoleum, right out the door, and ended up... Anyways, that cow was like, this isn't about farming, is it?
And everyone combined. We were going to be bigger than Saudi Arabia, Russia combined.
Well, we are now. Of course, that helps that Russia, totally fucked themselves up.
And that went just in a matter of months. They ended that whole thing. We had the strongest...
The what now? Hold on. We got somebody yapping a dapping in. Man, I'm taking man, stop being black, never give us what we want. It's not about one. That was way back in the day, the police not taking millions of black people. And by the way, I didn't say it was just black people, Barry. Keep up, son. I said wrong bumper sticker on your car. That ain't just it.
Border in history. And now we have the weakest border, maybe in the...
Well, I blame the wall, man. We didn't have this kind of weak border during Obama, and Biden was vice president during that time.
History of the world, because I don't think any third world nation...
Oh, that third world shit again.
No third world nation, John, would allow that to happen.
No, because they would just open fire on women and children with rifles. That's kind of the distinction that makes them a third world nation, dummy. They tend to, set up mines and shit. Shit that a nice Christian nation wouldn't do, dummy.
Happen, no matter how badly run it is, because we have people pouring in here by the millions.
Well, it's the same 100,000 people trying multiple times. They just keep getting kicked out. And
you don't understand it, even politically. Can that really be good? I mean, why is that? Is it good politically?
It's not. It's just here. It's a straw man, son. Think of it. The straw man. It's easy to kind of describe. A straw man is like, imagine a man, but he's made out of the top of your head. Does that make sense? And during that, yeah. Fuck, his hair just fell off. That's weird.
No, they cheat on elections. They have horrible policy.
Oh, got some food. All right, I'll be along in a minute. She got some footage. I'm almost done. I might have to put a pause on this, son.
No guns, no God, no oil.
Oh, we're just doing he's just re-upping the rally. How long does this shit go on? Is he? Oh, he's out of there. Okay, he's only got a little bit more, and then he leaves. Okay, so hold on.
For him to make that statement is a disgrace to some very good people. Not necessarily people I put there, but it takes a lot of courage to run. And they spend their wealth on it, and they put their reputations on the line. In some cases, they get, just wiped out. They had
yeah, like you did. You used to be rich, didn't you?
Nice lives. Say that about me. I had a nice life.
Oops. That's hilarious. The fuck happened there? There is no audio. I ain't doing that. That ain't me. I didn't touch nothing, man.
All right, so you've been watching Donald Trump Live with John Fredericks. Looks like he might have lost his signal there for a minute.
Really? Whatever gave you that idea? The whole thing where it just ate shit all of a sudden? John, you got a great reputation amongst shows that can stay on the air for moments, if not seconds. Yeah. Why are people so mean? But here's what, hold on. I think we got footage right now. I think, hold on. We've got footage of behind the scenes at John's show. Hold on. Give me a second there now. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, there you go. Apparently we figured out what happened. They're going to be back on in a few minutes. But I, on the other hand, am going to fuck off. Have a great night. I mean, I'd love to get back to that interview if he comes back on, but quite frankly, I ain't going to stare at these two dipshits all night long. I mean, look, I will admit to a little bit of a crush on Nellie Olson back in the day, because we all know the crazy ones are great in the sack. But this woman is a poor substitute for Nellie Olson. And this guy used to work someplace else. I don't know. Anyways, much love. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching, guys. This is Hal Sparks Mega Worldwide. That was fun. I had no idea that's how that was going to end. And that's kind of par for the course, I would say. If I do say so my damn self. That is indicative of how the rest of Trump's political and media career is going to go. Just for the record. And we will all enjoy watching that. And I enjoy being with you. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I will see you guys tomorrow morning for the morning show at 9 a.m. Pacific time, the Hal Sparks Mornings Mega Worldwide, and then the afternoon show at 3 p.m. regular time on Fridays. I'm sure we will have tons of stuff to cover. The Trump, I guess, they responded to the government and released their print response, and then the judge said no decision on a special master right away. More than likely that means no, because it's already too late, and half the shit isn't his to say. You have to have my permission to look at. I can't demand a special master to look at my ex's phone if I stole it. You know what I'm saying? It's the same kind of thing. She could ask for it, but if she's not asking for one, that's not how it works. Anyways, take care of yourself, take care of somebody else, and much love. And by the way, I'm all for federal voter ID. As a matter of fact, how about a federal ID that every American citizen gets? That there's a 5-year penalty automatically if you falsify it or misuse it. If you use it illegally, if you come into the country illegally and you use one of them from anybody else that died or a fake one or whatever, you can never get citizenship. Those kind of rules. I'm for it. Let's just do it. If you want a voter ID, then provide everybody with one. I'm totally down. But if you're not going to, and you're going to use it as a leverage point, you're going to say, well, like an NRA membership card counts as a photo ID, but a student ID with a picture on it doesn't, then piss off. It's garbage. You're just trying to manipulate which ones are accepted. Also, you're limiting it to people who could afford a car, for example. Or if somebody can't drive, or they've got a disability where they never drive, but they have a state ID. And in some cases, you're like, the state ID won't work, and the driver's license does, and that kind of, like, any manipulation around those areas, which a bunch of these assholes will try. Forget it. Big federal card, you can get one. It's a federal ID card. There you go. I am not filling in for Joan Esposito tomorrow. I just did it yesterday. Also, I was supposed to be on Liberal Dan last night, and I zonked out. I fell asleep next to my phone waiting to call into his show, and I apologize to Liberal Dan, and I will make it up to you, buddy. Yesterday was a long one, and I was like, I got a half hour, and I missed it entirely. Anyways, much love. Apologies to him on the air. That is my fault. It was not his. I take total responsibility for that. I should have set an alarm, but I wasn't planning on taking a nap. It just happened to me. So apologies all around, and I will make up for it. So anyways, take care, and I will talk to you guys later. Take care of yourself, and take care of somebody else.